Hi friends, thanks so much for coming out to last night's Zoom room session on dips and lifts. This video is a review on how to integrate our dip and lift techniques into the 3 songs that we worked on in case you missed the session. We worked on 3 songs and 3 techniques. Here's the first technique. This is what's called the G major dip. What we're doing is we're playing our G major, and now we're going to dip the whole chord down 1 fret to G flat, and now we're going to lift it back up to G major. Notice I'm playing in patterns of 4. Dip, and lift. That's the technique. And the song, Wolly, Doodle, you'll notice that I wrote the word dip where you're supposed to add that dip. So here's how it sounds, and I'll tell you how it works a little bit after. Oh, I eat watermelon and I have 4 years. Sing Wolly, Doodle all the day. I like watermelon, but it wets my ears. Sing Wolly, Doodle all the day. Maybe grass tastes good to a moo cow's mouth. Sing Wolly, Doodle all the day. But I like chicken 'cause I'm from the south. Sing Wolly, Doodle all the day. So what we did there was we added an extra beat in order to accommodate that dip. Here's how it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It doesn't really matter what numbers you use as long as you are adding that extra beat for the dip. That's how it works throughout the whole song. The next technique we worked on was called the G7 lift, okay? And it uses 4 different chord positions, but notice the only one where your fingers change their shape is on the 4th and last E6 add 9. So what we're doing is we're playing our G7, and now we're lifting the whole chord up 1 fret. Now we're lifting it up again. Now this time only the 2nd and 3rd fingers lift up. Now we put the 2nd and 3rd fingers back. Now we dip the whole chord back 1 more time, and then we get back to G7. So again, I'll show you what the whole progression looks like. G7, lift it up again. Only the 2nd and 3rd fingers lift. Now we're dipping all the way back. This pattern of 4 technique is a great way to practice. Great. So as that becomes easier, you can speed up the tempo, eventually getting to moves like... But what we did was we played Hey Good Lookin', and we added that lift as a sort of cherry on top or accent to each verse, okay? So here's what that looks like when you're playing it. It's a nice little slow, swervy kind of rhythm. Hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with 1, 2, 3, 4? Now notice on the next one I'm going to add that rocking C chord. Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe? Here comes the chorus. I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill. I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and the dancing's free. Here it comes. If you wanna have fun, come along with me. So as you get it up to tempo, you can speed up that lift. Hey, good looking. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Free and ready. steady. How's about saving all your time for me? Here it comes. That's how you incorporate this G7 lift into the song. It's a lot of fun. Just don't forget, it's 4 C majors before it comes in. Something up with 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Now, the last technique we worked on was using alternate voicings for chords so that you'll be able to play around with more dips and lifts. So what we have are sort of sister chords or neighbor chords. You can see that the top chord and the bottom chord are both G minor, C9, and F6. But what we're doing is playing some alternate voicings so that we're able to slide those chords around, all right? So here's what I mean. Our regular G minor sounds like this. But we can play a new voicing for that by imagining that we have a D7 and we're sliding that D7, we're lifting that D7 up 1 fret to the 3rd fret. Then we're leaving the 4th fret completely empty and we're making sort of a G6 position, but with our 3rd and 4th fingers all on the 5th fret. And when you're finished, it sounds like that. Now to slide it down to C7, to dip it to C7, you're just going to take that 3rd finger and dip it down 1 fret. Now we'll put that 3rd finger up 1, back to G minor. Now we're going to dip that 3rd finger back down, and we're at C9. Now this is a fun thing to practice. You're just going to lift the 3rd finger and dip it. Now if this is getting easy, you can add the F6 alternate voicing, which is on the 5th fret, completely barred. Now what's neat is you can slide this. You can either dip it, or you can lift it. Let's try that G minor again. C9, F6. One more time. That's alternate voicing. It becomes really fun in simple songs like this one, okay? We have For Me and My Gal, and there are 2 ways to play it now that we know the alternate voicings. Here it is in the standard voicing. The bells are ringing for me and my gal. The birds are singing for me and my gal. Everybody's been knowing to a wedding they're going, and for weeks they've been sewing every Susie and Sal, and so forth. Now, what we can do is try that alternate voicing to make the song sound jazzier and even integrate some more dips and lifts. So let's try it with our alternate chords. The bells are ringing for me and my gal. The birds are singing for me and my gal. Now notice we can go right back to the normal. Everybody's been knowing to a wedding they're going, and for weeks they've been sewing every Susie and Sal. So, if you want to play around with those alternate voicings, you can have more potential for dips and slides. That was pretty much it for our last session. What's really fun is any of those techniques you could use in any song that have the chords that were displayed. So any song where you see a G7 ending a verse, you can add that slide, all right? Our next session is going to be on Wednesday, May 20th, and I will come at you very soon with some details and give you a poll about what you might want to learn. So until then, happy practicing.